and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. My generation, dear lord I sound old, my generation indeed, grew up watching shows on Saturday mornings. I couldn't tell you if kids these days, God, I really sound old, still watch Saturday morning cartoons and shows, but for me it was just standard. The two major kids programming blocks in my house came down to Kids WB and Fox Kids. For my brother and I, it would be a struggle sometimes for certain shows we both liked being on at the same time as another show, though usually we'd be able to work around it. We'd check TV listings to see if the episode would be repeated sometime during the week. We'd get another TV in the house to tape it. This was before TiVo, and when we still used VHS tapes, mind you, and all that kind of stuff. However, Kids WB and Fox Kids were lucky. They had probably the best stuff to offer. Batman the Animated Series, X-Men, Spider-Man, Power Rangers, Pokemon, Digimon, Animaniacs, etc. Other networks, however, I just didn't really watch until their shows ended up syndicated on another channel. I can tell you one thing, though. I don't think there was a single damn thing I ever watched from NBC's Saturday morning lineup. Mind you, that might have been because NBC's entire Saturday morning show lineup was cancelled in 1992, except for Saved by the Bell. Before it was cancelled, it featured such shows as Chip and Pepper, Space Cats, Yogi, Captain N and the New Super Mario World, ProStars, Wish Kid, starring Macaulay Culkin, and of course Saved by the Bell. And of course, to promote such a stellar lineup of shows, they made a comic book. So let's dig into NBComics number 1.
Welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Linkara's gonna teach you all a lesson you won't learn. Brodsky, you're not the smartest. Life out, you're not an artist. Anyone who's had a bad comic published, it could be your turn. Linkara, he's a man punch, wears a birdie hat. Linkara, he has a magic gun. Where'd he purchase that? Linkara, coins, robots, Amazon and trucks. Linkara, this comic sucks. Linkara.
I should talk about the name first. Technically, this thing is actually called NBC Saturday Morning Comics. However, the only reason I know that is because I looked at the copyright information on the first page calling it that, and then looked at the logo again. I completely missed the part where it said Saturday morning right there, but I didn't even know that was part of the logo since the thing that draws your eye is NBComics, making me further wonder how the hell I was supposed to pronounce this. NBComics, NBC Comics? I guess in the long run it doesn't really matter, but it just bugs me. The rest of the cover features the stars of the lineup all clamoring to get out of the TV. I am confused by this. Logically, wouldn't we want them to stay in the TV so we could watch them? Who are your Saturday morning favorites, kids? Not you, that's for sure. Check us out, we're all terrific. We can even talk with our tongues hanging out. This is a bit of an anthology comic featuring short stories about the various shows. My name's Nick McClary. I'm 9 years old. I have a pretty cool family. But not cool clothes, it seems. What the hell is the dad supposed to be wearing exactly? A big stupid bully, Frankie Duttweiler, told everyone in school that my dad's a wimpy newspaper reporter. That's a damn lie! He won 3 Pulitzers for his war coverage, you son of a bitch! Me and my dog Slobber tried to counterattack with a 80mm mud missile, but Frankie and his dog Nuke counterattacked.
Tell him to hit him hard on the right flank. Here's where we hold my nose. Kick him in the ass. Come on.
I guess it's time to make a wish. I wish for my enemies to all die horrible, painful, lingering deaths. So this is Wish Kid, starring Macaulay Culkin. We go to his bedroom where his dog is living up to its name and he's contemplating his situation. Too bad my hero, Captain Mayhem, is only a comic book hero, Slobber. He'd be able to handle Frankie Duttweiler for me. Oh, the ways he could murder that bastard. He gets a brainstorm and starts digging through his closet. I'm gonna be a superhero, find Dad a great story, and give Frankie a surprise as soon as I find I found it! My magic glove! Kid, don't bother with magic gloves. You'll just end up with a dead Planeteer. He repeats, I wish I was Captain Mayhem, 3 times and hits the glove, which is apparently the method by which he utilizes this magic glove. Also, the noise the magic glove makes is kablooey. Who knew explosions were in fact magic? And thus he is transformed into Captain Mayhem! Wait, Captain Mayhem? I'm noticing an incongruity here with that name. He looks like a generic tights and cape superhero, yet the name Captain Mayhem evokes a 90s hero. Dude! Captain Mayhem is awesome! I remember when he teamed up with Blood Gun in Bloody Mayhem #1/2! It was a 1/2 issue because each one of them was half the team! I know I'm getting off track here, but it just confuses me. What does someone named Captain Mayhem promote exactly? Mayhem? Disarray? Chaos? Mayhem! And yet, he's the Wish Kid's favorite superhero. Some comics really are truly philosophical. On top of that, if he did change into Captain Mayhem, shouldn't he have completely transformed and not just gained the superpowers and costume? Shouldn't he be over-muscled and an adult now? He flies off, apparently having wished for his dog to gain superpowers off panel as well, and says he'll go tell his friend Daryl about his wish. Yeah, he could wish for world peace, or, if we're gonna be selfish here, fame and fortune, but that's fine. Enjoy being a superhero and all. He arrives at Daryl's house and overhears on the radio about some car thieves who keep striking. He apparently forgets all about the whole getting back at the bully thing and instead decides that he can take care of the thieves and get a great story for his father at the same time. And I think I know how to get the car thieves to come to us. And he says this while looking at his dad washing his car. Wait, he flew away to get to Daryl's house, but now they're back at the Wish Kid's house?
Space is warped and time is bendable.
Oh, and the plan to get the car thieves to come to his house? Attention car lovers! Check out my dad's new wheels! Stereo, leather seats, chrome mags, it's hot! We'll ignore the fact that this plan is immensely stupid and that he's just putting up posters all over town that say, check out my dad's car, and if it were that simple, the police would have done so already, and instead look at the major flaw of the entire damn thing. He didn't list his address! But no, somehow the car thieves arrive and steal right out of someone's driveway, showing just how idiotic the thieves are. However, the wishes apparently have a time limit and it runs out, leaving him without superpowers. Instead of running back inside and wishing for the car thieves to appear back in front of them and then wishing for his powers back or something more useful, they decide to use the dog as a bloodhound and have them track the thieves back to an abandoned warehouse. And because this is for kids, they whip out remote-controlled race cars, and that is enough to knock one of the thieves on their ass. They just screw around with them instead of calling the police, resulting in the 2 thieves spotting them, ending the story. Wait, ending the story? Yeah, apparently the stories in this book don't have real closure. You have to watch the actual matching TV show to find out what the hell happened. Has Nick finally run out of wishes? Are you saying there's a limit to the amount of wishes they have, or are you saying that the car thieves are going to murder them? Our next not really a story, but an advanced preview of shows not on TV anymore begins with some kind of mutant cockroach attacking people on a street. When the pest, a king-sized cockroach, menaces the town of Jellystone, it's Adamant to the rescue! Those who get to know me, all my enemies. No, it's Atamant, a Hanna-Barbera cartoon hero. Roaches like garbage, so here's a whole truck full. Wow, Adamant is kind of a dick. First of all, he's hurling a garbage truck at this cockroach, no doubt intending to murder it. Secondly, garbage men provide a necessary and useful service to people, and you're just treating their truck like it's, well, garbage, and tossing it around without regard for the safety of whoever's inside of it or the property itself. You know, at least when regular superheroes cause collateral damage, it's against beings more menacing and powerful than a giant cockroach whose biggest crime so far was hitting a guy with a newspaper. Anyway, Adamant apparently gets an award for heroically trying to kill a sentient being with a garbage truck, but a passing car splashes water on him and knocks off his atomic helmet, which is apparently the source of his powers or something. A lost helmet? A powerless ant? This is a job for...
someone else.
Well, in fact, it's a job for Yogi. Yogi was the last Yogi Bear cartoon show, and frankly, that doesn't surprise me. It only lasted 16 episodes and basically has Yogi Bear operating a detective agency out of a mall. Okay, what the hell is it with television show spin-offs and detective agencies? Seriously, Baywatch Nights, Angel, Beverly Hills Bunts, Booker, Bourbon Street Beat, Richie Brockelman Private Eye, A Man Called Hawk, Barnaby Jones, Diagnosis Murder, Sons of Thunder, Surfside 6, Honey West, The Law and Harry McGraw. All of them are spin-off shows where the characters start a detective agency. Is a detective agency really an all-purpose storytelling engine for spin-offs?
Coming this Christmas to NBC. Makeover Fairy, P.I.
Anyway, we open with Snagglepuss jumping on a table in the food court, and considering he doesn't wear shoes, that's got to be real hygienic, talking about the awesome pinky ring he found. And you'll forgive me if I don't get the voices right, I haven't watched a Hanna-Barbera cartoon in over a decade. It's attractive! It's tasteful! It's me, even! Yeah, it's Adamant's helmet, so apparently what's him is something designed to fit on an ant's head with 2 holes in it. Also, he doesn't wear any other jewelry, so why does finding a dirty ring on the ground work so well for him? A woman comes screaming for help since her baby has somehow climbed into a chairlift and is in mortal peril. Okay, a few questions come to mind. 1, why aren't there any seat belts or restraints on that thing? 2, why would you ever have a chairlift in a mall? You'd have to be the laziest damn people on the planet if escalators and elevators aren't good enough for you. 3, no, I don't care if it turns out that there actually is a mall with a chairlift system. That is friggin' stupid. I live in Minnesota, home of the Mall of America, aka the Mega Mall. It's 4 stories tall, and it has a movie theater and a theme park inside of it with rides and stuff, and there still isn't a damn chairlift anywhere. Anyway, the kid jumps out like an idiot, and Snagglepuss, now possessing superpowers thanks to the ring, catches the baby. Huckleberry Hound asks him how the hell he did that, but he doesn't question it beyond being in good shape. Ugh, I can see why this show was canceled. Everybody is a moron, not helped by our title character pulling a picnic lunch wrapped in a blanket out of a filing cabinet. We're gonna skip through this and just get to the next one. What's that? You won't get a complete rundown of the events? Who the hell cares? The stories in this stupid thing don't even have proper resolution. The whole thing is a teasing advertisement for the shows and not complete stories in themselves. Hell, this comic came out in the fall of 1991. If Wikipedia's air dates are to be believed, you wouldn't even get resolution on this thing until December. And if you had tuned into a single episode of the show before, why the hell would you still be watching it in December? Anyway, Snagglepuss is made into a celebrity at the mall and is overworked for merchandise. Adamant recruits Yogi to find his helmet, but then the roach returns with a death ray and the story ends on a cliffhanger of him aiming it at Adamant. Dun dun dun. Next we get 2 pages of ads for all the shows that were coming, even though only about 4 or 5 of them had actual stories in this comic. We sadly lack a comic telling us all about, Chip and Pepper. According to Wikipedia, the 2 are identical twins who were clothing spokesmen, particularly of jeans, and they hosted a show featuring old cartoons, sketches, and interviews from people who sold jeans and beachwear. The more I dig into this, the more reasons I have for why they canceled their Saturday morning lineup. Awesome! This sure beats staying home alone! Ha ha ha. Next up is the show ProStars, and if you ever wondered if any series can get greenlit, this show is your answer. Get this, Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky joining forces to fight crime and help children. Yes, this is a real thing. This is the theme song.
Gonna put them in their place. Crunch time, we will score just in time.
ProStars. It's all about helping kids.
Oh yeah, this really happened. I could spend an entire video deconstructing this theme song alone and trying to figure out just what the hell happened in it. In a place called Mom's Gym, 3 famous figures watch a giant video screen. Buen dia from Brazil. I am Paco, and this is a picture of a mountain called the Devil's Spire. ProStars. Sometimes it's Michael Jordan and rocket boots, other times it's National Geographic. No, actually, this shirtless Brazilian youth informs the ProStars, not sure why he has a Super Friends-esque communication system, but whatever, that a famous rock star named Carosi went with his band up the mountain, but then the mountain sank into the ground and disappeared. And thus we get our first good glimpse at the ProStars, and good God, what the hell is this? I don't even... Where to start? Bo Jackson looks like his head was replaced with a pear. Wayne Gretzky looks like Bruce Campbell in Army of Darkness when his face was stretched. And is that Michael Jordan? It can't be. That looks nothing like Michael Jordan. What's with the massive teeth? Why is his face twisted and stretched? Were they under the impression that Michael Jordan was some bizarre alien thing? Oh, and get this, they work out of this gym command center or whatever, run by this woman named Mom, whose assistant also provides them with high-tech equipment. A LaserBat! Cool, Mom! LaserBat! A spear-slinging hockey stick! How about a gun? Ever just think about using a gun? It's probably more accurate and more easily reloadable than a hockey stick that shoots spears. LaserBat? And Michael Jordan is also apparently a member of the Sinestro Corps. And a magnetic field generator ring. Thanks, Mom. I don't think magnetic fields work like that. They read in the paper that Carosi's band went there to raise money to save the Amazon rainforests. Then why the hell did he go to the forest itself? Wouldn't you raise more money doing tours in cities and areas where people actually have money that they could use to invest in saving the rainforests? You're not going to find a lot of dollar bills hiding under trees. And so they travel to Brazil in their ProStar jet. Of course they have their own jet. Their athletic careers must provide more than enough funds for their private A-Team corporation, or whatever the hell it is they do, I'm sure. These rainforests below are of vital importance to life on our planet. Right, Wayne. They provide 25% of the oxygen we breathe. Bo likes breathing, so Bo loves rainforests. You know, I'm not a sports fan, and I've never heard Bo Jackson talk, but I'm gonna take a wild guess here and presume that he doesn't talk like that! And they land next to Paco, who is wearing some kind of stereotypical native person loincloth and speaks perfect English. One wonders if he is supposed to be some indigenous person, where the hell he got an advanced communication system to call the ProStars for help, and furthermore, why the hell this is our representative of Brazil, and not the other 190 million people who live in the country in modern friggin' cities. And now we get to meet our two-dimensional villain, some invisible guy who captains a submarine that's in the Amazon River. Seriously. So, more do-gooding Americans have shown up. I'd better contact my submarine. Dear Lord in heaven, they're serious with this crap, aren't they? These are the people that are destroying the rainforest, huh? Okay, here's what the Wikipedia article says about the episode this is based on. Captain Nemo Ipanema is destroying the Brazilian rainforest as a side to his mining operation designed to secure the world's supply of Amazonite for his own egomaniacal use. Okay, if this guy's mining operations are actually legitimate, then why the hell is he capturing people who are just trudging through the woods? If his mining efforts are illegal, then why the hell are people organizing a Save the Rainforest thing when they could just appeal to the authorities? Also, Amazonite? You're serious with this? Gah! This is stupid, even by the standards of a lot of kids' shows. Anyway, he sets a trap for our heroes. Michael Jordan is sprung by a simple rope. I know there's a downside to everything, but this is ridiculous. Was that a joke?
You would hear crickets chirping, but they were too uncomfortable about just how unfunny that actually was.
Gretzky falls in a hole, and then a cage conveniently springs up on Bo Jackson and Paco. The invisible, why the hell is he invisible? Captain Ipanema declares that soon he will rule the world. With what, Amazonite? Whatever the hell it is, the world was doing just fine without it, and if there's a limited supply of it, since I'm going to guess it's only found in the Amazon, then it's worthless for whatever the hell you plan to do with it. Fortunately, Bo has his LaserBat, which was stored in his wristband? Why, comic? Why do you make US-1 look plausible by comparison? And I'm not even sure what the hell the LaserBat is supposed to do exactly. It just kind of vibrates and then some sound effects and they're free. You know, James Bond Jr. had some really stupid-ass gadgets, but this is just ridiculous. Do you get me, comic? I am comparing you to James Bond Jr., and that show is the one that's winning. Speaking of stupid gadgets, Wayne Gretzky's harpoon hockey stick is even dumber, since it's not even like it's a harpoon inside of the stick, but rather just a harpoon gun shaped like a hockey stick that he still needs to load up. Or is he carrying the spears? He cuts Michael Jordan free and then climbs out of the pit. Bo Jackson, remembering that he can speak without referring to himself in the third person, puts on a pair of infrared shades that allows him to find the invisible guy, and that leads into the episode. Will Michael, Bo, and Wayne follow the evil Captain Ipanema to almost certain doom? Oh, for crying out loud, it's an action-based kids show. That's a stupid question! They're not gonna follow him into a certain doom. They're just gonna go home and play video games. Our next tale of what is even the hell brings us to the Ohio Museum of Really Important Things. Okay, that is mildly funny. However, it's rendered stupid by the fact that in this Museum of Really Important Things, there was a cheesecake diamond that was stolen by a jewel thief named Ryman Simon. That's why they've summoned those alien feline crime fighters, sworn to make the world a safer place to live in and eat tuna, the Space Cats! Let the awful cat puns begin. And right from the title, diamonds are forever. Ugh. Naturally, our space cats meet to discuss this in a crowded movie theater, where they're subsequently kicked out. That's the last time we hold a secret meeting in a movie theater. I feel a little dumber for having read that. And so should you. Read all about it! Museum robbed again while space cats attend movie! Extra, extra! Read all about it! Newspaper boys have not existed since the 1960s! Their ingenious plan to catch this Ryman Simon person is to dress up like archaeologists and claim that they've just discovered a precious diamond, in reality a glass doorknob. And like the Wish Kid story, this one relies on the criminal having a doorknob for a brain, since they will rob the same location yet again, despite heavy police activity around it. Oh, and let's not forget the part of the plan where the only friggin' anthropomorphic cats in the world, who are evidently well-known public figures, are attempting to disguise themselves in stereotypical explorer gear. Yeah, that'll fool them. So that night, the trap is sprung, but the doorknob still gets stolen, and one of the space cats is missing, and we're supposed to give a damn enough to watch the show. Let us instead conclude this with a one-page Saved by the Bell comic promoting their then upcoming comic book. Kelly, Jesse, Lisa, are you girls trying out for the cheerleader squad? Forget it, Zach. We women have too much pride for that rah-rah stuff. That's right! You'll never catch us jumping around and yelling for a bunch of dumb jocks. No way! And insert your own Elizabeth Berkley in Showgirls joke here. Hey Zach, Slater, Screech, how's it going? Who was that hunk? Jason Hickey, captain of the football team. Rah, rah, rah! Go team, go! Because women's principles and pride mean absolutely nothing when they see something that activates their libidos. This comic sucks! Dear Lord, this was stupid and pointless. Yeah, I know walking into it that it's just a big advertisement for the shows, but leaving everything on cliffhangers doesn't make you want to watch it. It just makes you realize how little you care for this insane crap. The only passable one was Wish Kid, and even that was moronic. However, it does give me some inspiration. I wish this comic didn't exist. I wish this comic didn't exist. I wish this comic didn't exist. Ha! It worked! Convenient. Well, I'm sure glad there were no lasting repercussions from this. Yeah, what the hell is this? Tune in next week for the 150th episode.